Gundam The Origin Episode 5 review. Today, I'm reviewing Gundam The Origin Episode 5 Clash at Loon. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. So after a 10-minute recap, Sion has finally declared war on the Earth Federation. The space battle begins with the Sion group attacking Federation ships, while simultaneously Casilia attacks the moon cities of Grenada and Von Braun. What follows is an awesome battle. The fight scenes, some of the best fight scenes and graphics I have ever seen in any anime. It's like a Hollywood style battle on the moon. Then on the same day, Sion declares war on Saitu Hate. This is because many of the Sion people believe Saitu has betrayed Space Noids. Watching Char, Ramba Ral, and Ray here, they are really well portrayed, and these characters really shine. Then we go into a scene with Amuro as he wakes at some noise and goes to the door. Oh, and Biker Kai. So after some small talk, Kai convinces Amuro to go with him and a couple of the guys to a military installation. Kai says he wants a sneak peek, but not at girls. He wants a sneak peek into the military installation. I find this hard to believe, as guys his age would rather peek at girls. So they get shot, nobody dies, but they all get lectured and a beating. A very good beating. Except Amuro, because his dad's rich, famous, I guess. Later, Ramba Rao learns of some crazy operation involving a colony onto Earth. However, Ramba Rao refuses to participate. Then we jumped into a scene where the doomed colony that begins to arm themselves for battle. This does not happen, as they all die. This is where Gundam really seems to highlight the atrocities of war, and gives the viewer an emotional moment of every sad and dark time where the citizens simply get caught in the crossfires. After days of traveling, the colony entered Earth's atmosphere, destroying 2 cities and damaging many more. We have many emotional moments and a sense of doom and gloom as all the citizens and the horrors that they pass. I find it difficult to sympathize with Sion during this scene. We see Sayla working in the hospital while a spy approaches her, and Char is testing his Saku in another scene. The Battle of Loon begins soon after, and the Sion command needs to plan out their attack. Also, Sagi makes it known the enemy force is 4 times larger and heavily armed. Despite all they are confident in the small special force can score a small victory. That a small special force can score a victory. And we are not talking about the Expendables. We are talking about Char and his special group. Later we get a small concert by Hamon. And the story takes us back to the Texas colony, where Sayla and a group of villagers get into a shootout with some crazy bandits. And the shootout ends with Sayla and her bodyguards killing most of the bandits. Meanwhile, Char attacks Loon Administration Zone as the rebel fleet is about to begin its biggest operation yet. Now let's talk a little more about the characters. Although the story takes more time being developed, the characters are like Char are not developed a lot. Sayla's developed more here as we see her a lot more confident, determined, and more serious in protecting the villagers. It's a big development for her, as she was usually always crying and running away. Ramba Ral, a Sion soldier, refuses to serve Sion as he learns of the atrocities committed by them, and simply refuses to continue his current mission. Garma takes center stage as he and his father are watching the battle on screen, and Garma becomes frustrated as he desires to join the battle. At least we see more of his human and confused side of Garma here. Now that's it for the characters here. As I said, there was more story here than character development. But let's talk about the sound and the music. This episode's sound quality is still cinematic. It's still cinematic. With more bass during the battle scenes. We also see a well-made remix of the main scene during the battle scenes. We also hear a well-made remix of the main scene during Charisaku launch. And the only problem with the dub is Sayla's voice. It's too high and too low sometimes. But everyone else is perfect. I don't know if this was the dub, if this was only the dub, but in the sub I did not watch it. Overall, the music was just as good as it has ever been. The sounds are the same. The ending music placement was a nice touch. Now the animation, the opening scene is well animated, as the animation continues to be consistent. And in this episode, they never used animation, or even previous episodes that I have seen. From the beginning to the end, there are many mech battles. Up until the very end, it's full of action. Big improvement from the previous episode, in my opinion. Seeing all these mech battles animated is impressive. But that's expensive to produce. There are many fight scenes, and the animation is. There are many scenes, and the animation is colorful and full of detail. The animation is cinematic quality, and I believe any Gundam or even any anime fan will be wowed by the animation. Now, as for my final thoughts, so this episode was action-packed, dark, and I felt it moved very fast. The opening battle scene was amazing, with both Boso's battle and the moon fight scene were probably some of the best I have seen. Although Sayla appeared brave to be fighting some of the bandits, I have felt this scene was kind of random, but that's just my opinion. Maybe it was there for character development. The story moved very quick, and we got more progression story-wise. Episode 5 was an hour and 30 minutes, so it's slightly longer than previous episodes. So more progress was a little too fast for me at times, but honestly, it was really good episode. The fight scenes had all the good balance of strategy, action, and drama. It was definitely entertaining for the majority of the run, and ends with the red comet soaring to the future. So what did you guys think? Give this video a like, leave a comment letting me know what you guys thought about this episode. Thanks for watching. It's JM, and I'll see you guys.